21 Savage is in full-blown meltdown mode. His wife Kiana allegedly went after Latto in a way fans are calling downright ruthless. Word on the block is she didn't just check Latto, she tried to shut her down completely. And now Savage is spiraling. Insiders say he raged so hard behind closed doors it almost tore his whole household apart. And the fallout is unfolding in real time. And just when you think it can't get messier, boom. Days ago, 21 Savage and Latto were spotted living it up on vacation together, practically confirming what fans have been whispering for years, that he's been creeping with Latto behind his wife's back. Those leaked photos lit social media on fire. But now, with Kiana allegedly stepping into this battlefield, Savage is being forced to pick sides in the most explosive way imaginable. The drama is reaching dangerous levels and people are saying the quiet ones are the ones you need to watch because Kiana does not play about her man. She's showing everybody that she's not the type to sit back while another woman tries to snatch her spot. Meanwhile, 21 Savage has been caught red-handed messing with Latto again. The whispers about them having a little something-something have been floating for years, but now the streets finally got the solid proof they were waiting for. So here's where things take a wild turn. Latto and 21 Savage weren't just sneaking around. They were bold enough to hit vacation together, stepping out like they were straight-up honeymooners. A fan even snapped pics of them cozied up. And once those photos hit the internet, it was a wrap. At this point, there's no denying they're together. But word is Kiana did not take this lightly at all. Insiders claim Kiana and her crew allegedly rolled up on Latto just days after those pics went viral. Reports say Latto walked away with bruises and some injuries, but how bad? Nobody really knows. What's clear is she's lucky it didn't end worse because allegedly Kiana wasn't just trying to check her, she was out to end it completely. After watching Latto play in her face for far too long, Kiana finally snapped and took matters into her own hands. But here's the shocking part. 21 Savage didn't come crawling back with apologies like people expected. Instead, sources say he snapped on Kiana. The two allegedly had a blowout fight so heated it nearly turned violent. Savage reportedly told Kiana she had no business confronting Latto and even threatened to divorce her unless she knew her place and backed off. Wild, right? The audacity, especially since he's the one caught up in the cheating scandal. Honestly, none of this should come as a shock. The street's been whispering for years that 21 Savage only married Kiana to lock down his green card and stay in the US. Don't forget, he was actually arrested by ICC and detained over visa issues. Then out of nowhere, he pops up married to Kiana with kids like it was all part of the plan. Folks been saying he had those kids just to make the marriage look legit because everyone knows fake marriages for visas are a serious crime and deportation was a real threat hanging over him. But here's where it gets even crazier. Before his green card was even fully approved, the Latto rumors had already started bubbling. A few years back, fans caught on to some oddly familiar vacation pics. Both 21 and Latto shared shots that look suspiciously like they came from the same Puerto Rican getaway. People online pieced it together instantly, matching palm trees, the same lighting, even tiny details in the background. Once the receipts started stacking up, the speculation never died down. And talk about their friendship hasn't let up since. And trust me, that wasn't the last slip-up. 21 exposed himself in the messiest way when he posted on Instagram stories, then quickly deleted it. But screenshots never lie. He dropped a pic of Latto barefaced with the caption, "No makeup. Damn you fine. It's only one way I can come about you, twin." At that point, nobody needed more proof. The writing was on the wall. Fans knew this wasn't just friendship anymore. This was way deeper, and Savage couldn't even hide it if he tried. It wasn't just fans connecting the dots. People in the industry had already clocked the tea. Rapper Dream Doll basically blew the whole thing wide open in her track tryouts with that jaw-dropping line. "And Latto, yeah, that's my little honey bun. Ask her how many times she came. She said 21. That bar had everybody hitting rewind like, wait, what? Now, fast forward and look at how Savage allegedly snapped on Kiana for confronting Latto. You'd think he would have been keeping that same energy back then, right? Nope. Back then, 21 was still waiting on his green card approval and couldn't afford to play reckless. He couldn't just dump Kiana and try to marry Latto because that would have blown the whole immigration scheme wide open and risked him getting deported. So instead of owning up, he went into full denial mode. He didn't just brush off the affair rumors. He acted offended. Anytime Latto's name came up, 21 made it his mission to shut it down immediately. Remember that time on Clubhouse when he flat out denied having anything with her? He wasn't casual about it either. He came across strong, calling the rumor ridiculous and not even worth entertaining. And it didn't stop there. He doubled down in interviews, clapped back on social media, and kept hammering the same point. Nothing's going on with Latto. But the longer the whispers stuck around, the harder he pushed back. And honestly, that only made people more suspicious. Because when you fight that hard to kill a rumor, sometimes it's because there's real smoke behind it. 21 Savage was clearly desperate to kill this story before it spiraled. In one interview, he doubled down saying, "I can't really tell you all that. You can't let him know everything. I'm happily in love. I'm married. I'm happy." But instead of clearing things up, that statement sent Latto over the edge. She unfollowed him on Instagram instantly. And for a moment, everyone thought that was the end of their secret fling. But Latto proved she wasn't going out quiet. She played the bold side piece role to the maximum. Even after Savage denied her in public, she went and got a tattoo of his full government name Shea inked right on her ear. That wasn't just a subtle hint. There aren't many people walking around with that name, so it was obvious who she was repping. The problem, Latto didn't seem ready for the storm that tattoo stirred up. She was so embarrassed by the reaction that insiders claimed she and her team actually reached out to Jason Lee of Hollywood Unlocked, allegedly even offering him money to delete the photo. That's extreme, right? Clearly, she didn't expect her bold move to explode like that, and the desperation to erase it made fans drag her even harder. Instead of dying down, the whole situation blew up bigger. Fans clocked just how far Lau was willing to go to cover her tracks. And it only made the drama messier, louder, and more public. And right then is when Kiana finally stepped into the ring, staking her claim and reminding everybody that Savage was her man. That moment marked the start of her bitter, messy showdown with Latto. And now you'll see exactly why Kiana allegedly went after Latto, because Latto got way too bold and flat-out disrespectful. But before this chaos exploded, let's rewind to how people even found out that Kiana was secretly married to 21 Savage, because that discovery was wild. It all started when Kiana casually posted a simple dinner photo with a mystery man. Nothing crazy, just a normal pic, but the internet never misses a thing. Fans zoomed in on a tiny detail sitting on the table, a phone case. At first, it looked random, but sharp-eyed fans connected the dots. That same phone case had been spotted with 21 Savage before, and suddenly the math was done. Kiana wasn't some random, she was Savage's wife. From there, fans began speculating that Kiana didn't accidentally let it slip at all. Some believe she purposely dropped those hints, showing the world she wasn't just an ex or a fling. She was the official wifey with the ring. And honestly, that makes a lot more sense than thinking the internet uncovered her whole marriage from just a phone case. One of the biggest receipts was when Kiana openly wished Savage's mom a happy birthday. It was a small post, but the words said it all. Happy birthday to the best mother-in-law a girl could ask for. I love you. That message was loud and clear. She wasn't hiding her role in his life at all. You'd think Latto would have taken the hint and backed off after that, right? But Latto didn't back off. She doubled down and got disrespectful. She even went as far as dissing Kiana in a track, mocking her for staying with Savage despite knowing he was creeping around. That move pushed things over the edge. Now Kiana, true to her low-key style, didn't blast 21 or Latto publicly. Instead, she dropped a subtle but powerful clue that had everybody talking. Her Instagram bio originally read, Kiana Joseph, mother of two. But then she quietly changed it to just mother of two. Fans instantly took that as a sign she was ready to walk away from Savage for good after Latto's shady disc. But here's where things got complicated. Savage still didn't have his green card at the time. If Kiana had really left him, the fallout with immigration could have been messy and possibly put his status at risk. So instead of going through with the divorce, she stayed. That decision kept him safe. But you'd think it would have made 21 straighten up, right? Wrong. Instead of fixing things, he allegedly cheated again. This time, not just on Kiana, but even on Latto, hooking up with an exotic dancer. And that's when the drama turned dark. Latto was so furious, she allegedly had the dancer jumped. And rumors say the situation ended in tragedy with the dancer losing her pregnancy. The wildest part, Latto was out here acting like the scorned one when she was the side piece the whole time. Fans couldn't help but call it out like, girl, how you mad about cheating when you're already in the cheating equation? Latto even bragged about the whole mess during an argument with a random TikToker over something completely unrelated. She snapped back writing, "Who you describing? 'Cause it's not me. Get off them tea pages. You losing your marbles." Last spoke of my man on TikTok got whooped outside the club in the A. You read that too? The TikToker clapped back saying, "I'm losing my marbles while you're out here threatening people on TikTok over lashes. That's a choice. Hope you heal." And just like that, Latto basically admitted in a roundabout way that she had the dancer jumped all over 21 Savage. Wild, right? She went completely over the top for a man who won't even publicly acknowledge her or call her his girl. And this is where karma came swinging back because Kiana allegedly paid Latto the same favor, showing her she wasn't the one to play with. After Latto's bold moves, Kiana wasn't about to let her slide. And insiders say she handled business. The crazy part, Latto still had the audacity to cry to 21 about it like, "Girl, are you the side piece or are you the side piece?" But here's the twist. Savage finally felt bold enough to rage at Kiana over all this drama. Why? Because now he's sitting pretty with his green card and doesn't need her the same way anymore. That changes the entire game. Now that Savage has his papers locked down, the mask is off. Insiders are saying he's been moving reckless, acting like Kiana's loyalty was just a stepping stone instead of a marriage. And Latto, she's still out here acting like she's the main one. Even though Savage won't put a title on her, fans are calling it embarrassing. How you fight over a man who parades you in the shadows, but lets his wife take the public spotlight. Kiana, on the other hand, is done playing quiet. Word is she's lining up her own moves, dropping hints that she might air out everything she's been holding back. And trust, if she speaks, it could shake Savage's whole image because she knows where all the skeletons are buried. Meanwhile, Latto's name keeps getting dragged into the mud with fans clowning her for going so hard for someone who never once claimed her out loud. The streets are already buzzing. If Savage doesn't get control fast, this love triangle could explode into one of the biggest scandals hip-hop has seen in years. And at this point, the question isn't who's telling the truth, it's who's willing to burn it all down first. And if you think this drama is anywhere near finished, think again. 21 Savage is standing in the middle of a firestorm. His wife ready to spill. Latto refusing to back down. And the internet dissecting every move like it's a championship game. The green card whispers, the secret tattoos, the alleged fights, it's all piling up. And sooner or later, something's going to break. Fans are saying this isn't just messy, it's legendary level scandal. So now the question is that will 21 finally pick a side or will he try to juggle both until the whole house of cards crashes down? Because from the way this is spiraling, one wrong move could cost him his marriage, his side piece, and maybe even his reputation for good. Now, let me know what you think in the comments. Did Kiana play it too loyal? Or did Latto push things too far? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with a friend who lives for messy tea. I'll catch you in the next one because trust me, this saga is far from over. This makes you wonder, will 21 finally pull the plug on his marriage and go public with Latto? Or is she destined to stay on the sidelines forever? Either way, this whole mess is explosive. Savage is trapped between a wife who allegedly went deadly over Latto and a side piece who refuses to back down. And let's be real, the drama isn't cooling anytime soon. Social media is in flames, fans are picking sides, and receipts keep dropping like clockwork. One thing's for sure, this isn't just celebrity gossip. It's a full-blown scandal that could shake 21 Savage's world to its core. So stay tuned because whatever happens next, the fallout is going to be absolutely wild. Now, if you made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.